Learning Zilu Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Maseches Eduyos Perik Beis Mishna Vav Shloisha Dvarim Amar Rabbi Yishmael V'lo Hoyder Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yishmael said three things, and Rabbi Akiva wasn't masking to him. So really, it's one halacha, but there are three items in the halacha. The three items are ashum, garlic; v'aboiser is unripe grapes, not yet ripe grapes; v'amalilis is grain that's not ripe. And the common thing with these three items is that they would squeeze them out for their juice. Rashi in Shabbos on Daf Yutes Amud Aleph, when this Mishnah is brought in the Gemara, Rashi explains that they would dip meat into the young grape juice because it was very strong, and also the weed, also the kernels that weren't yet ripe, they would smash them and take out the juice from it, and they would dip in it. So the point of our Mishnah is a Shaila in Hilchos Shabbos. What happened? Over here, you put the kaira down on these garlic, boiser, melilas in order to get the juice out, and the juice is dripping out. And the question is, what happens now by Shabbos? You could continue after Shabbos starts. That you can't continue. So Taisus over there in Shabbos on Daf Yutes, there's two pshatim in the machlokes Rabbi Yishmael and Rabbi Akiva. The first pshat is Rabbi Yishmael when he says Yigmar. Rabbi Yishmael, by the way, was a Talmud of Rabbi Akiva. When he says Yigmar, it means Yigmar that you can mamish eat it on Shabbos, and it's not similar to mashkin shezavu. Normally, if liquid comes out of a fruit, so that liquid is asar on Shabbos, a gzeira shema yischai, because we're afraid that you're going to come to squeeze it. Over here, we don't say that, because over here, even if you squeeze it, it's not going to be a iser daraisa, and this is the point in the sugi in Shabbos, because it's asim amela, it comes out by itself. And the Rabbi Akiva argues and says that no, you're not allowed to eat it. But even Rabbi Akiva's maskim, according to this first pshat in Taisus, and this is brought in the Taisus Yantav over here, is that you don't have to remove the kaira, the beam that's smashing it. You don't have to remove it. Just lo yigmar means that you can't eat it. The second pshat in Taisus is that Shloimie, Taisus says that when Rabbi Yishmael says yigmar, not only allowed to eat it, you could even be yigbar biyadayim mishetechashich. You could even do biyadayim, you could do the final malachas after it gets dark. And even though Beis Hillel, who's maskim over there in that sugya, that certain malachas can be completed on Shabbos, but he doesn't hold that you could do a biyadayim. Rabbi Yishmael is moisiv even more than Beis Hillel in that sheet to say that you could even do a biyadayim. Ayin sham. Why? So that's Mishnah Vav. Mishnah Zayin, Shloisha Dvarim Amul Lefnei Rabbi Akiva. There were three things said in front of Rabbi Akiva. Shnai Mishum Rabbi Eliezer, two were Rabbi Eliezer, Ve'echad Mishum Rabbi Yeshua, and one was Rabbi Yeshua. Shnai Mishum Rabbi Eliezer. What are the two halachas of Rabbi Eliezer? So the first one is Yotzi Isha Be'er Shel Zav, that a woman is allowed to go out on Shabbos with this headpiece that has Yerushalayim engraved on it. And the Mishnah in the Perek Vav in Shabbos says that Isha can't go out. But the Gemara on Shabbos on Daf Nun Tes Amud Beis says that there's three shitas. Rameir holds that you chayiv a chatas if you go out because it's a masoi. The Chachamim hold that the chatchila you can't go out, but if you go out you're pater because they hold that it's a tachshit. But there's still a issa derabbanan that we're afraid she's gonna take it off and show it to her friend and come to carry Dal Amas. And Rabbi Eliezer holds that even l'chatchila yotzi isha be'er shel zav, and that's Rabbi Eliezer in our Mishnah that he said in front of Rabbi Akiva, l'chatchila yotzi isha be'er shel zav, and the reason is, why aren't we afraid that she's going to show it to someone? Because isha chashuva, and isha chashuva loy mishalfo mechavya, meaning that which type of lady goes out with such a fancy headpiece with ear shel zav? The Gemara over there says that Rabbi Akiva made this for his wife. Isha, only an Isha Chashuva, and such an Isha is not going to show it to her friends. So there's no chash that she's going to carry Dalet Amas. The second thing that Rabbi Eliezer said is Mafricha Yoinim Psulim the Edus. That we had in Maseches Sanhedrin in Perek Gimel Mishnah Gimel. This is everyone's maskim too. That they're abana, they're pasal Edus. Mafricha Yoinim, we spoke out then the Machlokes Ameroim. If it means that they use that one pigeon to steal from other people their pigeons, or if they race pigeons, like a gambling. And the last thing in the Mishnah is, this is Rabbi Yeshua said this, V'achas Mishum Rabbi Yeshua, Rabbi Yeshua said, and the Taisyanta says that this Mishnah could be found in Tyrus Perek Dala Mishnah Beis, that hasheretz mipichulda, hasheretz, which is mace, which is one of the shmeina shratzim, so it's mitame, like a avatuma, and it's in the mouth of the weasel, and the shaila is, that the weasel carrying the sheretz, did it touch truma? It was malechas al gabi kikar shel truma, was going on bread of truma, safik naga saf halei naga, we don't know if it touched it, shesveika tar, the safik is tar. And there's two reasons given to this, either because even though safik tumba b'rishus hayachid, normally you go l'chumra, but over here, either it's a davar she'ein b'y das l'shol, because you can't ask, you can't talk to the cholda, or even if the sheretz was in the hand of a person that's yesh b'y das l'shol, there's a klal that, which the Gemara in Nazir brings down on Samach Daled Amen Aleph, that the pasuk says, "V'zeh lecha tameh b'sheretz hasheretz ala oretz," and the Gemara learns that dafka something that's munach ala oretz, you say the klal of safik tumah b'rishus hayachid, but something that's moving around, there's no makom kavua to it, like this chulda that's moving around, you wouldn't say safik tumah b'rishus hayachid, and therefore the safik is tar.